Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are going to continue our space survival adventure, but in the alien planet. So we're going to stay here for a while because our ship has run out of hydrogen and we need to build a truck to fill it back up. Alright, so in the last episode, we landed here on the alien planet, found this economy base, tried to take the ship and connect it to this connector, but we completely ran out of hydrogen, so it just got stuck over here. And then since I'm in the shield, I can't build anything like wheels to move it around. I can't do anything, so this ship is pretty much stuck here until we get some more ice to charge up our hydrogen. We do have an ice lake not too far away, so what we're gonna do is build some kind of truck to gather the ice, come back, and fill it back up, basically. Alright, so building a truck is ideal so we don't have to use like thrusters, but we gotta build a truck that can navigate through this terrain. It doesn't look too bad, but there's a little bit of curves here and a bit of downhill. And as we all know, if you fill up your cargo with ice, it gets super heavy and it's a chance that it's gonna take a while or it's gonna struggle going up this hill. So we're gonna make something kind of compact. We might add a thruster tube in the back just to give it some push, and then that would probably be ideal. So I want to start building the truck right over here where I did a little bit of a landmark, so I can start on this spot and grade it from there and eventually drop the vehicle so the tires hit the floor. Alright, so I want to build a truck so it can fit a few things. I do want to kind of mimic what I had in the Mars co-op time-lapse videos, which was this green and white truck that I made with 3 large cargo containers and a hinge blocked drill system. And that one looked pretty cool, but there was a lot of things that were missing, and I want to make this one similar but also containing a few extra stuff, like say a hydrogen engine in the front to make it look cool. So you actually have like some kind of engine system in the front of the vehicle. I was actually hoping to do it this way, but I'm gonna go with the odd number and plop it down this way, so you see the fan in the front and then you'll see the pistons from the left and right side. So this would be, how many cylinders are there? It's gonna be a 10 cylinder, I guess, or 10 pistons here to kind of show an engine. I'll probably surround that somehow. And also what I was missing, it was an air system, because when in the alien planet, without my helmet, can't breathe. So there's no oxygen in the atmosphere. Not sure how these plants are grown though. Might be some other kind of gases that, you know, they can breathe or take in, but it definitely isn't oxygen. So we definitely need to airtight the cabin. Do you want to call it? Yeah, the cabin. And make it airtight, get some oxygen there, and we should be good to go. So I do want to make this thing also not too wide. So it's probably going to be 1 block wide for the wheels, but I'll add on the excess blocks later on. So this is going to be the cabin. So we're going to probably build upwards from there. We probably could make this a little higher. I'm not sure. Or no, we'll leave it this way. So we're just going to do it quickly in a singular level first, and I'll build around it. So engine, probably a window here. Probably the seat's going to be here somewhere. We'll back it up a little bit so we can add some air tightness to it. And I'm trying to think which would be the best for the airtight. We could probably put the O2 generators kind of there. Well, not there. Let's see. That's the seat. Put it here, I guess. The O2 H2 generator can go, I guess, here. or back here, either one. I'm gonna say put that the seat's gonna be here. Window, seat, flooring. Let's give it some space. We'll put it here, and also from here. So we have two, just to make it look a little bit better, with the fact of built the same way. Yeah, we have two, so these will be kind of like the not pistons, but the exhaust for a truck, basically. So we can also design that with just the wheels. So we just throw on wheel on top if we wanted to make it more circular and not welded all the way, basically. So that just does that. And then from the back here on out should be the cargo. So we're gonna keep some spacing over there, and we're gonna attach. I kind of want to do 3 cargo again, but 3 might be too much. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit different. I'm gonna add more blocks here, so that it gives more protection for the wheels in case things get a little dicey. So we're probably gonna add the cargo here and here. Do I want to go 3? 3 will be a bit much, but it should be okay. Let's just do 3. If it gets too much, then I definitely need to lower it a bit by getting rid of 1 cargo. So we'll bring these things all the way to the back, and 1 extra for a bumper. Same goes for this. And then we'll add our wheels, so we can design it from there. And we're good. So that's pretty much the skeleton of it so far. We still gotta build up this thing a little bit more. We probably can. This is not gonna work if I don't put in something directly in the middle. So I'm probably going to have to do conveyor junction or conveyor junction blocks throughout. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. So we put that there to connect to the engine. So this should be kind of closed up later anyways. This will be, I guess, the window-ish area. The seat. We can throw the seat on now if we want to. So there's the seat. We're going to expand this a little bit. And yeah, we'll make the front look a little bit nicer and build it out a little bit more. And then we're going to hit on towards the building of the drill with the hinges and everything like that. But I'm going to take care of that really quickly and be right back. Alright, so the base of the truck is built. It's going to be on 3x3 wheels with 8 total wheels, 4 on both sides. 3 cargo on top, and made a little bit of catwalks on the top here just to be able to walk on. You know, make it a little bit wider. We have our exhaust, makeshift exhaust I should say, with our O2H2 generators and some air vents, and it actually is airtight. It has no ice in there now, but it is airtight as you see here. Room pressurized, perfect. We have our seat, and we have pretty much kind of an exposed hydrogen engine. I kind of wanted to make like somewhat like a hood scoop kind of thing, but it turned out okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay with what I have. So a bit exposed there. Put some lights here. I exposed the front here looking to make it look like a radiator looking like thing, and I put some grills here, or catwalks really. So it just kind of makes the front look a little chunky in a way. Spotlights for the lights, of course. And the back has some lights too, but I put it in red, so it looks like the rear lights. So now I just need to put together the pistons, rotors, and drilling system. So compare this to the Mars one, it's a little bit different. So it's gonna be a little bit longer forward, I think. compared to what we had in the Mars truck build. So I'm gonna have to line that up somehow to make sure that everything fits perfectly fine. So I'm gonna work on that. It's gonna be part of a time lapse. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, the truck is all done. It took some time to build it, to design it, especially with these hinges and how it's fitting it compact. So it took a while to figure it out, made some mistakes here and there, but finally got through to it and made it operational in some ways. So it's on like a 3-layer hinge system. So it's gonna fold in many different ways, and each hinge grouping that I made has a bit of difference in terms of their degrees angle for their maximum. So like say the one connected to the cargo container, the max is going to go as 15 degrees. The middle one, the one that's back here, its maximum is going to be 0. And lastly, the one over here that holds the drill, if you can see it behind this whole menu system, that maximum is at 15 degrees. So if I were to open them up, I have them all set on my thing here as reverse and groupings. So we can easily reverse them, as you see here. And it's going to hit their maximum degree angle. And then we can extend the bottom one or the front one towards the front. Oh, I think it's gonna miss. It hits a little bit, so let's reverse back. So there's a bit of a timing to this in some ways, but not really. And there. A little rocky right now, but it has a nice little angle, as you see here. And it's going to go straight down once I hit the drilling system on. So if I put the drill pistons on here as a group, which I don't think I did just yet. So here's the pistons, reverse. And I'll drills on and off. And then from here, we can just drill down. I'm not going to drill a hole here, but I set them to be 0.2. So they can drill down pretty quickly. I could probably go a little faster if I wanted to, but at least this way it creates somewhat of a angle so we can go down pretty deep and have it fold compactly, just like the Mars one. But this one, I guess, it's a little bit more compact because there's 3 joints instead of 2, so it gives us more room there. So now I just gotta make my trip to the ice lake. Hopefully I don't crash, and get some ice and see if this drill thing actually works out. Alright, so we're gonna head towards the uranium marking that I have there, because that is where the ice lake is. So I'm gonna make my way down these hills, I guess, and hopefully I don't damage anything. So it looks like the best way down is gonna be straight ahead. Let's see what happens. We made it to the ice lake here in the alien planet near the uranium that I had. The uranium's up there. I gotta find a way to get that eventually. That looks like the defense installation there. So 2 things I forgot to do. 1, install some defense, some turrets, Gatling turrets, interior turrets, just in case I do get attacked by a drone or so. Completely forgot about that. And 2, I should have grabbed or plopped on a ore detector so I could find certain ores if I needed it. I mean, for now it's not necessary, but it could have been useful. Alright, so I'm gonna load up and extend out my drills and start gathering some ice. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. But it is going to be a little bit difficult in terms of going back to the base, because most of this was downhill. So I got to find another path, or I'm going to have a really hard time going back with a full cargo of ice. I might have to do something different to this truck and add some thrusters just to boost it up to climb up some mountains. But we'll see what happens once we get all the ice filled in, and see if it actually will give us any trouble or not. Grab as much ice as possible, fill up our cargo, and try our best to head back. Alright, 1 quick drill session completed. Let's see how much ice it has net us. So, doesn't look like too... well, it looks like I got some stone because it goes too deep. We got 503 K worth of ice, so I gotta do this 2 more times per container, or one more. I do it twice per container, so I gotta do this 5 more times in order to get a full tank of ice. I might throw some stone if I have to. Could probably put on a connector and do that, and just throw it out. So yeah. But the awesome thing is we finally have ice and we can pressurize and get oxygen from the cabin of the truck. So that's awesome. Alright, so once again, gotta dig at least 5 more times, but that's gonna take a bit of time. So I'm gonna call this episode right here. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. Today's episode was more about building this truck against some ice so we get some hydrogen back into our respawn ship. So, I'm gonna have to keep digging, but that will be the episode for today. Of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like the video if you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button, click on that notification bell. Also, feel free to leave us some comments. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.